What is up, you guys? It's your girl, Empress 777 here today with a general message for the collective. Welcome in, welcome all. For those of you who are returning, what's up? Hey girl, hey boy, hey. Say it back in the comments. Don't be rude. If you're new here, what's up? You're welcome here as well. Once again, my name is Empress 777 here today with a general love message, okay? This message, like I said, is going to be for the collective. It could be any sign. So just take what resonates with you and leave the rest for whoever else is here for. Place yourself where you need to in the storyline, etc., etc., etc. Okay, these messages are general. They are not personal one-to-one messages. So just keep that in mind as well. If you do not mind, guys, please go ahead and click that like button. Is one of the hugest ways to donate to the channel, energetically, that is, if you want to. It helps us grow and it helps people find us as we are a newer channel, still up and growing, okay? Also, click that subscribe button if you want to make it official, if you like my style, if I'm your flavor. Appreciate you. I would love to have you. Okay. Click that subscribe button, become a part of the gang, a part of the family officially. And don't forget to click the notification bell so you can be notified when I upload on the channel. So what very heavy energy we have in this bit of a pre-shuffle that we have going on here, you guys. I didn't exactly know where this message was going. I would love to know in the comments if this is a message that is resonating with you. As the energy is extremely and super duper heavy. Now, what I keep hearing, however, intuitively is that this is unnecessarily heavy. This is somebody who made it heavy, because I feel like in the past, this was a connection that was going and flowing quite well, actually. Okay. The two of you have a lot in common. There's a magnetism, right? There's a magnetic attraction here between the two of you. You may have known this person for a very long time prior to the two of you hooking up or just making it official that we're going to date exclusively. Or it could feel like you've known this person forever when you met them. It may have felt that way. It does appear that the two of you may be soulmates, okay? There's an extremely serious soul tie here. Not soul tie, but a contractual sort of soul connection. Is deeply rooted on a soul level. They didn't want me to use the phrasing soul tie. I don't believe that that's what's going on here. This is somebody who kind of shoots themselves in the foot is the phrasing that they're using, meaning that this is somebody, even when they get a good thing, even when they have a good thing going, even when they have something that they really like and that they really want that feels really good and organic to them, they still end up sabotaging it. Okay. They get up in their head. This could be due to certain insecurities that this person has. I feel like this is something that they are just now recognizing within themselves because of your boundaries or the way that you have started to handle yourself in this connection, or lack thereof for some of you. You've put up some very firm boundaries against this person. You're not allowing them to toy with you, play with you, jerk you around. You're absolutely not chasing them, which is what I think they thought would occur. So the first card out was actually chaser. Okay. It says, I don't want to chase anymore. There's also sabotage. I mess up the good thing. I mess up the good things in my life sometimes. See? And that's that energy that I was getting about, in reference to this person messing up things that actually feel good to them. There's something very heavy about this connection. I don't feel like this person ever dealt with someone who they've actually been tied to on a soul level. Sort of like I said, contractual. So the two of you have known each other definitely in past lifetimes. They are now at this juncture wanting to reconcile, but in the conflict position, we have the Seven of Wands. Now I'm reading this in two different ways. This is either your boundaries that you have set for this person and that you're not budging on. Okay. And their pride is what's keeping them from coming in and actually compromising. I don't get that you are asking this person to chase. But I feel this is out of their comfort zone. And even though they want to, there's something still holding them back, right? So this Seven of Wands is either your boundaries. And then I am also reading it in another way, because this showed up also, referencing past energy along with this responsibilities card. It's as if this felt really good. This person actually wanted to commit to this relationship. I want you to be part of my future is what it says. Okay. Something about their insecurities, their patterns, their habits have them run and hide, okay, away from something that feels good. It's almost as if it scares them. It shocks them. This person may have some really skewed and misinterpreted ways of looking at relationships. Okay, so this either has come from the way that they grew up, or it's come from the examples that were set for them in childhood and in, you know, even recent years with their friends. It's as if they feel as though, yeah, this feels good. It feels like this is my person. It feels like we could really build something here. This feels like something that I could commit to. But then the thoughts would lead to these sabotaging thoughts, which I feel come from this sense of responsibility. I don't get that you were asking this person to chase you, carry you, take care of you, you know, cater to you or anything of that nature. But that seems to be the thought process that they have when they think of commitment. When they think of commitment, they think of responsibilities and they then run. Okay. Yikes. So, of course you didn't chase them. Of course you're not going to chase them. They don't even view you as such. This is somebody who does value you guys, whether you realize it or not. Because I feel like there's some confusion here about whether or not this person really liked you, if they really care about you, and if they really see your worth because of their own behavior. Their behavior is definitely deeply rooted in themselves. They're not even attaching you to their behavior whatsoever. They're attaching what their life will look like, what their life will end up like. Will they lose themselves? Will they be tied down, right? Like, is it going to look like how my parents were? All they did was argue. They weren't really in love the way I'm in love with Empress's collective. They weren't really how we are. Does that change once there's commitment or once there's marriage? That's this person's thought process. So they sabotage all of their relationships. It's quite sad. Look, it says missed opportunity. I didn't act when I should have. And I do feel like this person asked for space, or they either took space unknowingly. For some of you, like vanished, okay, without any closure, because we do have unfinished business here. We still have things to resolve and discuss, but I feel like this person didn't leave it open door for the two of you to have a discussion about why they were pulling away, why they were acting different, why they weren't having a conversation with you, why they weren't replying to you. This was space that this person was not warranted because they did it underhandedly. So they either ghosted you, cut you off, or just stopped interacting with you the way that you were used to them doing, and you wouldn't stand for that shit. You started really hiking up your boundaries, setting these standards, and letting this person know that they can't jerk you around. That's the phrasing that I keep hearing. Wowzers. They do want to come back. The Six of Cups does signify, I can't take all of these. So we have the World card. Yeah, you're not going to deal with this. And for some of you, you've dealt with this in relationships in the past. This feels like a pattern to you. You may actually be sick to your stomach. Like, how did I get here again? Did you trick me? How did I get here again? So you are defensive and you are like standing your ground. You're trying to protect yourself. The World card does suggest that you are in a new cycle. There still are lessons for you to learn here from this person. This is why they would have been showing up. And this is also why they would have some of the same patterns of people from your past that you felt like you left behind. So it's giving the energy of same face, different person, and you hate it. You are really annoyed with this. They do want to reconcile with this Six of Cups. They want to come in. They do recognize that this is a missed opportunity. Okay. Listen, I can't tell you what to do, but what I can say is this does feel like someone who genuinely was just operating out of self-absorbedness, if that makes sense, right? A very self-absorbed person. Unfortunately, you were collateral damage to some of the things that they were taught and some of the ways in which they view unions. The way that they view commitment is the issue. This is something that has to completely change with this World card right over commitment. Wow. They are worried about if you've moved on. Okay, if you're not currently speaking with this person. If you are currently speaking with this person, then they're worried that you are thinking about moving on. Okay. At this juncture, now that all they have is time, is the phrasing that they're using. All they have is time to sit with their thoughts, sit with their behavior. They are willing to chase. Okay, this person is not too prideful. I just heard TLC. They ain't too proud to beg. Okay, they're not too proud to beg, right? Look, arrogance came out crossing. So that's what you were possibly dealing with initially. That arrogance is going out the window. This is somebody who is recognizing the errors of their ways. What do we have here? See, elimination. I'm eliminating anything or anyone that could come between us. See? So this person may be seeking outside guidance. For some of you, they may be going to counseling or therapy, something of that nature, or just talking to someone. For some of you, I am hearing like a life coach, something to that effect, because these do feel like deeply rooted insecurities and just like fears. It's almost like a phobia. Yeah, a phobia. Wow. A phobia that has consistently had the missing opportunities with someone that they love. But you're not the rest. You see, you're showing up as the Six of Cups. Look at that, family. My focus has been on my family. They mean the world to me. This is somebody who is very family oriented. They do want a family, but they just have a hard time reconciling in their mind. What does their individuality, what does who they have known themselves to be, what does that look like if I decide to commit, if I decide to get into a relationship? They feel like their whole world would be turned upside down. That getting into a relationship or committing means that they have to eliminate everything that they love, right? Or everything that they've known themselves to become. They can no longer be a bachelorette. They can no longer be a bachelor. You're trying to keep them from being around their friends. Maybe they have dealt with connections where people were possessive or jealous, like, you know, the toxic traits that sometimes come in connections with people who are insecure. I don't get that you're that girl. I don't get that you're that guy. They're getting a deep wake-up call in reference to who you are. You're very confident. That's why you didn't chase them. So now they're left to reevaluate everything because of this. Look at that. Epiphany. Exactly. Yeah. You're not them. That's the epiphany. I didn't realize how empty my life was until you left me. This is also someone who is now recognizing the value that you possess in their life, and they never took on any quote unquote responsibility, whatever that means. Like, this person is definitely up in their head, you guys, okay? So whilst they still want to reconcile, they're still undecided about coming back, because whether you decide to take this person or not, I don't know. It's going to be different for all of you. The way this person is viewing this now is they might still feel like they have some form of an olive branch that they can kind of extend. They do feel like they need to definitely razzle dazzle this offer, right? Give you an offer you can't refuse, suppose. But doing so would mean that they have to be extremely sure that they're sure that they're sure that they're sure. This is the epiphany that they're having. This would be like the last chance. This would be the last straw. They would literally burn this bridge if they came back with this massive offer just to tuck their tail and walk away. Backpedal and pussy pop. Wow. Wow. This is making me sad, guys. And I feel like this person is going through a lot of tumultuous emotions, right? They're having to dig through like a lot of childhood trauma, like things that they were taught in childhood. They may be going through a process of possibly trying to blame their parents. You know, maybe they saw a divorce. There's something about marriage here that they feel like they weren't given the full picture, or they feel like they weren't set up properly. They feel like they weren't taught correctly. And now they've really brought this to a demise. They possibly almost feel like there's no way out of this. Okay. The issue is that this person does have the 10 and the Ace of Cups to offer you. Best cards in the deck, arguably. Okay, some of the best cards in the deck. These are massive offers. They are rooted in stability, security, abundance, growth, expansion, love, overflowing amounts, right? Marriage is here twice. They have it. Yet what they were giving you is the Page of Cups. To me, that's like an empty offer. That's bullshit compared to what they could give you. And this is something that they are now recognizing, okay? That you gave to them fully with this Six of Cups and they didn't reciprocate. You possibly really opened up to this person. For some of you, after a long time of being single or just deciding, I'm done, right? You actually opened up to this person. You were vulnerable with this person. You felt comfortable with them, with this Six of Cups. And now you're kicking yourself. You are annoyed with yourself. Please don't do that. Please don't do that. Please do not blame yourself. This has nothing to do with you. I know that that sounds ridiculous. Like, Empress, what are you talking about, girl? Get off this internet. Get off Beyonce's internet right now. You're a liar. No, I'm not. Now, this epiphany, this wake-up call is coming from this person recognizing what they are missing without your presence, without you in their life. I don't even know if you know the effect that you had on your aura, your energy. I don't know if you know the effect that that had on this person. This does give me the energy of somebody who has all of this love for you. Ace of Cups, 10 of Cups, yet they show up like real cool, calm, collected, right? Too cool for school. They are so kicking themselves right now because look at this, right? You've walked away. And for some of you, you may have potentially moved on. You are attractive. Duh. That's also something that's possibly racing through their mind as well. I know I'm not the only one attracted to Empress's Collective. I know I'm not, right? And they feel like they effed up the opportunity because you gave this person undivided attention. You were willing to really go to bat for this connection. You really fought for it. And you feel like they may have spit in your face by the way that they detached or disappeared for some of you. Wow. Just to leave you to try and wonder what happened. It took a long time for you to move on. We have the World card in the reverse. The World card also came up in the upright in the conflict position, and you are having a hard time moving on. Okay? Either consciously or subconsciously. It's here though. The World card is about moving on. It's about completing a cycle. It's about traveling away from something, walking away. I feel like you're saying on one token, I'm walking away. And for some of you, you may quite literally had no choice, like your hand was forced, you walked away, but you're still holding on energetically in some kind of way with this World card in the reverse. Okay. Yeah. Look, the Moon card. So what you don't see is that this person definitely wants you. There's a sense of contentment when they're with you. They're keeping this under wraps. This is somebody who definitely recognizes that they are the boy or the girl who cried wolf. The boy or the girl who cried love. And that if they come back around to you with this selfish energy, that's the 9 of Cups. That's genie in a bottle. Make it happen, right? Asking for what you want, seeking contentment in others and fulfillment in others, sitting at somebody else's table and getting your tummy all full, yet you have nothing to offer. They know if they come back to you with this, that it would be done forever. So they are taking some more space. They are actively doing some work, internal work, to try and figure out why they are the way that they are. Why they would have done what they did. For some of you, they could have said something very nasty to you. That would be for the group of you who feel like your hand was forced to walk away. They said some things that they didn't actually mean. This was just to get you away, right? Because they just couldn't deal with it. It was a lot. It was too much, too heavy. Oh boy, are they regretting that. They are. They really are. Now we have the 8 of Wands. This is their next steps. They will come in very swift and fast. I will pull a timing card on that. We also have the King of Cups and the Ace of Swords. So this can go either way, you guys. This person will have to come in and be entirely truthful, but that still doesn't mean that you will have a cup for them to sip from. For some of you, you may have already moved on. This is sad. They took a long time to take action, or they will. Because the change has to happen. This is not, these are not shadows that they were dealing with. That sudden change will help. That's something that they recognize and you recognize as well. This is why they will stay back, stay away, or disappear for quite some time. But when they come back, they'll have the truth for you. They want a breakthrough, right? Like they want to be devoted to you. They would have matured quite a bit. For some of you, this could be coming quite soon. Now, tarot is fluid, right? So this could be someone that I'm speaking of your past. This could be something that you have experienced recently, or something that you may experience in the future. So in reference to you, we have the 8 of Pentacles in the reverse. You are being urged to not lift a finger, not lift one pinky towards this connection. That might be a little tough for some of you, not all of you. Don't get in the comments and beat me up like, I don't give a fuck about them. I'm done with them. Okay, that's great. For those of you who still feel this form of attachment, because we did get the World in reverse. right next to the Six of Pentacles. So the only reason why you are toiling over detaching from this completely is because you keep looking at what you put in it. It's hard to take this loss. You feel like they got you. You feel like they got the best of you. You feel like they got the most out of the situation. For some of you, you want to get your lick back. Or for some of you, it's just like, can I at least have back what I gave to you? And in some instances, that's impossible because what you gave to them is energetically driven. It's not material, okay? It's not tangible. So there's a tinge of anger there. That's definitely something that you would need to work through and heal from, you guys. I do see new love coming in because we saw the Lover's card. So if you have not already put yourself out there and started dating, you will soon hereafter. But this person will still be in your energy because they're holding on to you energetically, but you are being urged to not lift a finger towards this person. They need to do all of their work on their own, and they need to fix this. This is not your responsibility to fix it. You didn't break it. Damn. All right, let's just get a little bit more in reference to what else you need to know about this. And then I'm going to pull you some advice, okay? They want to marry you. Wow. But they're scared of marriage. How do you like reconcile that in your mind? You know what I mean? Like, how do you make it okay? That's what they're working on. And I do get an idea that that's going to take some time, you guys. That's not something that will change overnight. And you're not responsible to have to wait. You're not responsible to have to wait. That is also something that they know as well that gives them anxiety. The thought of you not waiting for them. See, we have avoidance. They are avoiding this, okay? They do know that certain blocks need to be removed. This could take quite some time. We have long journey. Until then, you are ultimately guarded, but you will have people who are wanting to get to know you. These are stable connections, okay? So be careful that you're not leaving out stability for the sake of waiting for this person. Now, for some of you, this energy of holding on to, this is a twin flame. Wow. I'm like really sad because I feel like, you know, you wanted this to work and it's painful to walk away, but it's also painful to stay. So we have leaving the past. Yeah. So you are being led to walk away from this, you guys, okay? And I do feel like once you've healed and you've released any bitterness, resentment, whatever from this connection as best as you can, because twin flame energy is not something to just easily be released. It's not to be released at all, but you can at least thrive whilst knowing that you did what was best for yourself, okay? If that makes sense. But this person will remain in your energy, but you would just be able to still function with that there. There wouldn't be the pain there. Once you have healed to a certain extent, you do have romance coming in. We did see the Lover, so it could be at least two different people who have their eyes on you. But your past energy would need to be completely something of the past. Wow. I feel like for some of you, the moment you do gain this stability, yikes. I'm sorry, you guys. This is what I'm hearing intuitively. The moment you finally decide to protect yourself, guard yourself, leave this connection out in the cold, heal yourself, and now you're up to getting to know new people. You're restabilized yourself, and you've decided to leave the past in the behind. You've decided to leave the past in the past. I feel like that's when this person's changes have finally taken root. Like the blocks are removed and they may make a resurgence, you guys. I do. Man, that is tough. Now, some of you will reject this. I do feel like this person is terrified. So in their deepest fears, they will be rejected by their twin flame, by their soulmate. They've done all of this work. I don't get that they're doing the work because of you or in spite of you. I feel like they actually want to fix it. Like this is the one connection that they didn't want to fuck up, but they did. Right? So they fixed it and now you're moved on. You're stabilized. You have released the past. So their deepest rejection is, their deepest fear is to be rejected by you. This offer of romance, this love offering to be rejected, they do hope that you will at least see what they have to offer, hear them out. Man, it's going to be up to you guys, okay? Let's get a timing card on this. Now, the time will be different for all of you, but let's just see out of curiosity what timing the universe, the divine, has in mind for this. Again, it's going to be different for all of you. This is happening at different times for everyone. So let's see here. How soon after the healing will this person appear? How soon after your healing will this person appear? Don't force things. Okay, so they don't want... They're like, yeah, you, Empress, you're not running this. Don't force this. We just said it could be a different time for everybody. Now, why are you trying to force us to tell you a time? Got it. Great, great. Got it, got it. Let's pull a few advice cards for you, okay? Let's start off with some romance oracles. Let's just see what they want you to know. This is going to be advice directly from your spirit guides and the divine. Please give me advice for the collective. What advice do we have for the collective? Unfinished business. This person will be back, you guys. They are in love with you. Wow. For those of you who reject this person in the future, right? Near future for some of you when they come back, if you reject them, this will be something that they will never be able to forget about, okay? This is a connection. You are a connection that they will never be able to release and forget about. It would forever mess with them. Even when they are long gone and moved on and married, you will still be at the forefront of their mind. They would compare every connection, every person, every relationship to what the two of you had. That's unfair. So we have friendship. Nurture the bonds of friendship within your relationship, and your love life will dramatically improve. This person forgot to be your friend. That's why they so easily were able to get up and disappear or do things to tarnish this connection. You respect a friend on a different level. So I feel like for some of you, this may have moved past friendship, but like y'all skipped that stage. You know, the intensity, I can imagine, right? I can't even blame you. Right. See, we're dealing with a soulmate. We're dealing with a soulmate. So the intensity didn't even allow for a friendship to build, but that's what it needed. Okay. There's a certain level of respect and just admiration that you have for someone that's actually your friend, where you won't cross them this way. I mean, you just could never. So we have soulmate. Your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Believe this and they will manifest physically. This is this person's energy. They are holding on to you. So even as you heal, even as you move on, this is somebody who wants to still be in your presence or have your presence with them as much as possible while they heal themselves, okay? They are pointing to me, don't force things in this timing card. I feel like this person is trying to force their healing at this juncture. They do know that their time is limited in reference to how long it'll take for you to get scooped up from somebody else to be in another relationship. Yeah, I'm hearing like high commodity. Like you have a line around the corner. They are terrified of that. There's a sense of possessiveness there to an extent, but they know that they have no right, as they would not let you possess them. Not that you were trying, but they were like hell bent on not committing. So they know that they have no right, even though they want to so badly, to say to you, listen, you need to wait for me. We have acceptance is the key to inner peace. At times, we must accept things as they are. There's no point trying to change that which is beyond our control, period. That's you. Radical acceptance has you stabilizing yourself and getting to know yourself again, and possibly new people if that's something that you're interested in. This will have you seeing hopes for the future, ultimately leaving the past behind. And then we have wait, right? That comes from this person. It's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Don't leave me. Right? Like, don't leave me back here. I promise. I'll do the work. I'm doing the work. I figured it out. It says, don't rush into it. Allow nature to take its course. Don't force things. Wow. So they are trying to hurry up and figure out what their deal is. Why do they keep doing this? They need to fix it. They need to fix it. But this is in divine timing. So this separation is divinely guided, okay? You will have beauty for your ashes is what they're saying for this long journey. This feels lonely. You might feel alone in this, especially with the intensity of this kind of connection. When you try to have conversations with people and get them to understand what you're going through, they just don't. And they won't, guys. They're not supposed to. So unfortunately, this is a lone journey of yours. But your obedience and you choosing yourself, right? I did see that self-love card. They're telling me to pull that. Choosing yourself. Okay, so we have soul tie. They told me not to say that, though. I always feel connected to you. They're trying. I'm still trying to heal. And I feel like you pouring into your own cup is what's going to propel you and accelerate you into a time of abundance and growth for you, okay? It's going to get easier. It's going to get lighter. We have full moon in Capricorn. Take a reality check. And that's what you've done. That's rooted back to that radical acceptance that we were just seeing. New moon in Scorpio. Go deeper. So for some of you, you may be turning away from these emotions, trying to pretend like they're not there. That does not help. Suppression and healing are two different things. Pushing something under, pushing it away, that's suppression. Guess what? The energy is still there, even though you're not actively thinking about it. Every living hour of the day is still there, laying dormant, waiting for a trigger. And once the trigger comes, then boom, you are like overflowing, flooded with tears or anger or anxiety. Okay. So it's important to go deep, allow yourself to feel, validate your feelings. You're going to have to do that alone because people don't get it, but you will be rewarded. Okay. We have full moon in Sagittarius. See the bigger picture. Yeah. Yeah. And then we have first quarter moon in Taurus. Release control. We're in Taurus season now. So happy birthday to all you Taurus. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. Okay. Today is Mother's Day. If you're watching this at a different time, then just ignore that part. So let's go ahead and pull. Where's my other deck? Here we go. Just a little bit more in reference to advice for you, okay? This is the energies that your spirit guides and the divine are yielding you to lean into. This is what's going to help you heal, move forward, and go towards the manifestations and your heart's desires in the least amount of time, okay? So let's dig a little bit deeper here. For some of you, there is a certain friendship that might be on its way in. The two of you may be soulmates as well. Soulmates are not just romantic connections. This is a friendship that will drastically change your life only because they actually get you. This is possibly going to be a catalyst to help you heal from all of this. Okay, so just keep that in mind. We have Lion. It says harness the loyal and protective aura of the lion and charge ahead magnificently. Yeah, lions are about strength, courage. Okay, this is taking a lot of courage. Matters of the heart are nothing to be played with, right? They can be very deeply rooted and painful, right? And a lot of time in romance readings, okay, love readings, you will often hear the phrasing on a healing journey of the phoenix that rises from the ashes. Well, for it to turn into ashes, there has to be a fire. So some shit burnt down. As the lion, you are being courageous, however, and still deciding to move forward, still deciding to have hope. That's card number 16. Now we have card number 5, celebrations. Exactly. Didn't I just say that? You will be rewarded, though. Okay. It says you are ready to bring new and exciting things into your life. There's a gift that you're being given. For some of you, it's this friendship. And for others of you, there may be some form of a business that you can cultivate out of this. It's almost as if your pain is leading to a business. You don't see that coming just yet, but you will once you start to journey forward. And lastly, we have card number 8. It says, have confidence. This is Dragonfly. Have confidence during this time of great joy, renewal, and connection to spirit, right? That lone journey does still give you partnership with the divine, with spirit. Please take advantage of that as they know you in and outward, know you better than you. Okay. This renewal word does give more, introspection to that fire that we were just speaking of, okay? Once it's burnt down, that's when the renewal process can begin. That doesn't make it any easier, however. So courage is what's necessary. Courage is what's needed. But I feel like you will be very successful at this, you guys. I do. And I love that you saw your worth in all of this, beyond the love, beyond the attraction, beyond that magnetic attraction. You were still able to be obedient and listen to yourself and choose yourself. It says, I am harmonious. You relate to others on almost a cosmic level. You are dedicated to building harmonious relationships of all kinds. You have the ability to persuade others to your point of view by using gentle means. So I do feel like a harmonious relationship is the inevitably it's inevitable that is what's coming towards you. Okay? All of your connections. You are building harmonious relationships. So I feel like everybody must get in line with your standards, with your boundaries, with the way in which you want things to go. I love that you're taking charge and you're taking accountability for yourself, but also making sure that people are handling you the way that you deserve to be treated. Okay? It's that whole notion of you teach people how to treat you. And then lastly, we have card number 8. Beautiful, right? It's an infinity symbol. I am successful. You are successful. It says your talent for setting and reaching goals is like no other. You are self-sufficient and capable of achieving your ambitions. 8 representing the ebb and flow, the infinite loop of creation, right? The infinity symbol. So you do have an infinite possibility of potential. Your potential is infinite. Okay. So whatever you're trying to build, whatever you're trying to grow, whatever you're trying to cultivate, you can do that. Okay. No matter what obstacles may come your way, you can be successful at moving things forward. You can cultivate and create the life that you actually want. And I feel like you will do that. I do. This twin flame or soulmate connection might actually be the catalyst to this truly abundant and successful cycle that you're going to be having. But you need to have some acceptance. Okay, radical acceptance about your past, about energies that were such as this one that showed up, this pattern. Make sure you're learning the lessons so that we're not repeating them. Okay. So that is what I've gotten. Whoa. I truly appreciate all of you. Thank you so much for your love, support channel. Please click that like button. All right. As well as the subscribe button if you have not done so already. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.